Hello and welcome to the Mike Leaf Show here on the Warrior Sports Network. For this segment, I'm joined by sophomore guard Riley Bambenek. Riley, thanks for joining me.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yep. In your third season with the Warriors, now second as a player, actually getting on the court. Obviously, you had a great season in your first go-around for NSIC Freshman of the Year. Off to a good start this year, too. Around the top 10 in scoring, averaging 15.6 points per game. For you on a personal level, to start things out, how have you thought that your game's gone so far?
I actually feel like it's gone pretty good. I mean, trying some new things, playing a new position. Unfortunately, we lost Josh on an injury to the year, so I got moved to kind of back to the one. So it's kind of been a learning curve, but it's gone well. And I mean, with the help of my teammates, made the transition a lot easier. Do you like playing the point guard role if you could have your choice, or do you like being out in the wing? I mean, I really have no preference. I'll do whatever coach asks me to do. If he prefers me at the 2 or the 1, I'll do whatever he says. But no, I really have no preference. I mean, whatever helps the team win.
Yep. Unfortunately, probably not the start of the season that you really would have hoped. You guys are 5-7 overall. Weren't able to get a couple wins last weekend. As a team, you're one of the leaders of the team now. What's kind of been your thought process so far?
I mean, I like some of the things that we've been thinking. We've been so close a couple times. At Moorhead, we were very close. Southwest, we play them this week. We were very close at their place. We kind of just made a couple mistakes at the end, and we just haven't been hitting our shots yet. But I mean, I think that thing's going to come through. But we got to stick and keep getting better every week on our defensive end, and the shots will fall. And that's something we keep talking about. And we can get ourselves back in this. We kind of get a couple win streak here. But we got to start with on Friday with Sioux Falls and Southwest, Friday and Saturday.
I think most people who watch the Warriors right now and watch you're only a sophomore, but it kind of seems like you're the leader out on the court for the team. Have you kind of assumed that role? And with last year you had TC and you had Kellen; those guys were kind of the backbones of the team. Have you really kind of taken over and think that this is kind of your team now?
No, I wouldn't say that so much. I mean, Mark and Conrad kind of lead in different ways. I mean, we have a bunch of people. We just always are talking to each other, correcting each other. I mean, I just think I'm more vocal out on the court than they are because I'm playing the point guard. I'm the one. I'm trying to get everybody in the right spots. So I mean, maybe on the court it seems that I'm more vocal, but really like Mark, Conrad, I mean, all of us are kind of leaders. We all kind of look to each other, look to them, and we follow them.
Yep. 2 big games this weekend. You're back at home now.
Yes.
Starting with the Friday game against Sioux Falls. Played them once this year already. Kind of struggled in Sioux Falls. Wasn't a very good game for really any of you guys. What do they do, and what do you need to do to have a better result against them this time?
Sioux Falls, I got to give them credit. They kicked our butts out there. They played us really well. They kind of mixed it up with a man and a zone, and we kind of didn't hit any shots, and then we kind of got flustered, and then they got a big lead, and we never could get it back. So hopefully this week we'll make some shots if they do tend to go zone, and then just kind of attack them when they're in man.
Yep. And then Southwest Minnesota State, always a fun game to watch with you guys. It seems like it's always a really physical matchup. No different the first time you played them. Came up just short. I think it was a 1-point game out there. I'm sure you're expecting another really physical game. What do you have to do to get a win there?
I mean, they're a really good team. I mean, they're young like us too. So I mean, they throw some new players out there. I mean, the first time we played them, we weren't as tight defensively. Hopefully we can clean some things up, do better they'd like to run a lot of ball screen stuff, get a lot of action in there. So hopefully we can clean that up and make it more tougher for them to score this time.
You've been through the league now. You've seen every team. You've been to most of the gyms in the conference. What's been your favorite, or what is your favorite team to play now?
Favorite team? I don't know if I have a favorite team. I mean, I'm kind of the guy who likes to play on the road. I don't know why. I just like when the crowd's kind of against you and you have to like tighten up and it's just really close. So I mean, maybe somewhere on the road, somewhere I'm not sure. I mean, Northern's a great place to play because they have so many great fans. Mankato's great. I mean, we've been lucky to play at some really good places.
What's been your most memorable game so far? In your
memorable game? I'd probably have to say last year at Mankato. Just everything that happened there. That was just like kind of really didn't people that we didn't have a really good chance to beat them there, and we kind of snuck out there and got a victory. So they kind of set us for our win streak in the rest of the year last year.
And then dropping 33 points was probably nice as well.
Yeah, I guess. Yep.
Yep. So now 2 games back at home, starting Friday night. So it should be a good couple games to get back inside McCown Gymnasium. I'm sure you're excited to get back. Should be 2 great games. Starting Friday against University of Sioux Falls, and then Saturday against Southwest Minnesota State. And then we'll be back later in the week to talk to Coach Leaf about those 2 games. But thanks for joining us, Riley.
Thank you.
We'll be back later here on the Mike Leaf Show on the Warrior Sports Network.